E39 Source, welcome to another video. Today working on a 2006 model year BMW E60 M5. We're changing the halo bulbs out. This car came stock with, I believe, 3500 Kelvin yellow halo bulbs. It currently has about 6000 Kelvin 5-watt LED halos, but today we're going to a 10-watt LED halo kit from, I think this was from Amazon, so we'll go ahead and link that in the description below. But anyways, to do this, it needs to be a pre-facelift E60. I think that's before the 2008 model year. If your lights look like that and have the side marker that looks like that, you'll be good to go. If you have the facelift model, or later, it's a different bulb style. So we actually need to pull the lights out. It's I believe a T30 Torx on top, T25. There's one here. There's one here. We're going to remove both of those. And then down there, we're not going to see with this poor lighting here in the garage, but there are two 8mm bolts. When we pop all of that out, it's just going to be kind of a magic act to wiggle the light out of here without damaging any of your bumper or fender. But we'll check back in a minute when we have the headlights out of the car. It's actually pretty simple. We are going to need a quite long extension. Not quite that long. You'll need a 6 or 9 inch to get down to those 8mm bolts. On the inside of the lights, there's this little trap door cover that simply unscrews. And to get to one of the bolts, we found that it's easier to unscrew it and then try to wiggle it out, although it's quite tight. And then we can see down there, right, hold on, move the light over a little bit, that other 8mm bolt. With all the bolts removed, I wish there were a way that I could explain how to easily remove this light, but I don't think such a way exists. It does seem like it's easier if you try to get the top out first, then slide it towards the Ferrari and pull. There are two connectors on the back of the light when you do manage to get it out. The bottom one, normal BMW connector, you just press in on the tab and pull. That's going to be for your auto level feature. And then the other one, you slide this huge thing the opposite way that it already is, and it comes off like that. Now, we've already got the backing of this light off. We're going to set it down on a soft surface. We actually don't need to take this part off. It's just held on with a clip, so pay no attention to that. It does let more light in, so you may want to do that. We're going to set it down somewhere safe, and with this little screw cover off, down in there lives the halo bulb. And the smaller hands you have, the easier it will be to reach in there, unscrew it, locate the wiring harness, and change bulbs. So here's the light out of the car with the little porthole open. First thing we're going to do is reach in and unscrew the high beam bulb. You just turn it counterclockwise and pull it out of the car. Then if we look down in there, we can see the brilliant placing of the halo bulb. Now we do have one of these LED 5-watt bulbs installed right now. The stock one is a little stubbier. So we're just going to need to unscrew that, pull it back and out. It's a lot easier said than done. You really do need small hands to do that, but it can be done. So when we've removed the old bulb, this is the factory harness coming out of the light, which looks like that, a little different than the E39. If you bought these lights to use on an E39, they came with this little adapter that changes the old fat big style connector to the small newer style connector, but we don't need that. We're going to use this ballast resistor, whatever the heck that is. We're going to plug one end in there, the other end in the light, insert that into the correct housing, turn it clockwise, and we're done. Okay, this side is done. Simply check out the little notches on the side of the bulb. There's one squared off one, and then the other ones have a slanted edge. The squared off one will go pretty much straight up, maybe a little to one side. If you get in there with a flashlight, you'll see. Line it up, push it in, turn it, plug everything in, seat that large connector inside the light. There's plenty of room. Reinstall your bright bulb, and we're going to leave this cover off to reinstall the headlight in the car, simply because when we put that lower 8mm bolt in that goes right here, it's just more room for a socket. So we're going to lift the light up, install it in the car, and we're going to be all done. Okay, so here's what we have with the 6000 Kelvin 10-watt lights. It's pretty much the same color temperature as the stock, probably D2S xenon bulbs that the E39 has. I'm going to flip on just the halos now. We'll get some shots tonight. Clearly brighter though than the 5 watts were. Can't speak much for reliability as they've only been in 3 minutes and they do continue to work. So we'll get some shots tonight and it should look great. It's going to be hard to tell on camera here, but it is pretty much fully dark outside, and they're definitely brighter than both the stock bulbs and the previous 5-watt halos. So good upgrade, definitely to do on the car. It is a little time consuming and difficult to pull everything out, but if you're patient and take your time, you'll get a great looking product at the end. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you out. Leave some comments if you have any questions or concerns, and we'll talk in a future video. Bye-bye.